Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me at Esther 5D Energy, fifth dimensional energy. It's good to be back online and posting another channel. It's been a while since I've posted. There's been lots of upgrades and changes, and I'm really feeling good. And so it was time again to join you, and I hope you enjoy this channel by the guides. It'll be interesting to see what they have to say, considering how much is going on in the world right now and how much might be going on in your personal life. So I hope you find this channel helpful. Give me a moment and I'll go into channel and see what they have to say. Thank you. This vessel steps back and we step forward as the Elohim, architects of realities, archangels, sixth, sixth dimensional beings. We come through this vessel to give you a message of love and support. We know this time is challenging for many of you. Some of you are really finding yourselves grounded and in peace, and others are still having many upgrades and changes done. So, no matter where you are on your journey, we are here to support that. We would like to address a situation that we see many of you falling into or perhaps coming up may have future challenges. And we would like to give you a skill set, a tool to help you to quiet the mind when those things that you have no control over begin to weigh on you. They may be a personal matter in your family or with you. They may be something outside of you in the world that's going on that you see or hear about. These things can be, we would call it a little sneaky, where you start listening and before you know it, your mind is taking off and it's filling in your space. And it's okay once in a while to go over these things, but we find that sometimes the energy gets going so strongly it's hard to shut it off. And so we would like to give you a way to imagine emptying your mind out in those moments when there is too much going on in there in the mind, and you would like to return to some peace in your being and more into a natural state of being, more of a balanced state when you get thrown off. So, in this visualization, you visualize emptying your mind into a container, or as we have seen Esther do in the past, this was something that she was shown many years ago by us before she knew anyone that was channeling because she was having trouble quieting her mind. And so this is always a go-to for her is a large bag, such as a trash bag or something to keep it in with a drawstring. And you empty your thoughts, your problems, your fears, and you allow them to instruct them to empty into this container or bag, and you set them outside your room or whatever space you are in at the time. You would just set them outside, and you will let the mind know that you will get back to it later, that it will always be there, those concerns and those worries, but you are interested in peace and quiet and balance within your being. You're interested in finding oneness within your being, perhaps with nature, with the planetary systems offering you so much support right now in energy. And so, as you quiet the mind and you relax your breathing and allow your breathing to just be comfortable, allow it to slow down a bit and to just see that you are breathing, that you're not holding your breath when you listen to these channels, and that when you take the instructions to put everything away for later and just leave them in there and set them away from you where you don't have to think about them anymore. And your mind is quite powerful, your imagination is quite useful. If you visualize this in a way that makes sense to you, and you give yourself time to comprehend what it is you are asking your mind to do, it will listen to you. Know that you are far more powerful than you think. And we can become overwhelmed with things that are quite personal to us, perhaps really important things in our life that is happening. But there is only so much the energy you can put into that before you become exhausted. And so some of these issues take time to resolve. And so we ask you to give yourself time and release the limitation of being helpless. Release the limitation of feeling alone. And know that you are loved and supported in this moment right now and always, for you are never alone. And ask for help in this exercise. The Elohim will support you in helping you to find peace within your being right now. It is important because the information that is coming in will be most helpful to you each and every step of the way as an individual. It might not be the same information that another gets because they have a different issue. So you see, these can be general information that is helpful, but also there can be specific information that could come through to you. And if you feel like you're not hearing it, relax. You may get someone else to advise you. You may read something or see something that is helpful. And there's many ways that the synchronicities of finding support can line up for you. The way you can recognize it best is if you have clarity, if you are present and you are not distracted by some of the things that perhaps in the moment you cannot do anything about to change. These things are happening. Perhaps you have to go through certain steps to feel better, or perhaps a family member is struggling with something, and or someone you just love dearly, even a pet. And so finding yourself in alignment, in balance, is one of the best ways that you can help the full situation. For in those moments that you find that peace, you radiate it out, and it can actually calm the whole situation down for a resolution. It may take time to resolve, but be patient with others. Be patient with yourself in these times when the energy gets churned up like the ocean and you feel a bit tossed around, even just with your thoughts. And so, this mechanism of setting them aside, those deep thoughts that are worrying or come up in your sleep, even, we would say try this exercise of putting them away and allowing your mind to rest. You deserve that. You deserve all the love and appreciation that you can give yourself. And as you radiate that balanced energy out, it can shift your reality in a way that perhaps you did not expect. So we would like you to stay positive as best you can when faced with personal or other challenges in your life that may be, we would say, rocking your energy a bit. And this is a normal process as you raise your frequency. Things may become more we would say apparent. They would become more almost in your face. They would become more intense. And that's a better way of putting it is an intense feeling may come over you in some of this time of this upgrading. And you're going to have to give yourself space and others space to ride through it in the way that is appropriate for them. It may not be what you would want for them, but you must allow them to have their experience, be compassionate, do what you can to support them, but at the same time, they are still going to be a unique individual, a reflection of the society that perhaps that has been surrounding them. They feel these things are real to them. And so allow them to have their emotional state, their physical state, that mental body, all of it. Just allow them to have it, to love them where they're at as you also go inside of yourself and do the internalizing work that needs to be done when the energy starts tossing you around a bit. That's our message for you today. We hope you have enjoyed it. We hope that you have found this comforting. We love you. We see you. We are with you each and every step of the way. Namaste. Thank you, and have a good week.